Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos, and today I'm continuing my Premier League team reviews. I did one not too long ago, earlier today, and today, next up is exactly the central team, well, the 10th team, so hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. We're pretty much halfway through now, and it is Leicester. So the team that I'm continuing this career mode with, I actually get to discuss them in further detail, which I'm pretty happy about. Vardy there has gone down to 86, which is disappointing. But I'm just going to go ahead and change some players around, like this kid. I'm not particularly a fan of. I definitely Pereira there. Chowdhury will be go to the bench there. Pryor's down the bench. He's been doing well in my career mode. Under, I'll keep Perez on there. Slimani is better than Iheanacho there. So I think that's looking alright. Yeah, I didn't really change much in my career mode, so this is a pretty decent squad here. Obviously, Leicester City, a very good team, should be challenging for the top six, even maybe even the top four. So I'll start with the goalkeeper here. Kasper Schmeichel, obviously a very decent goalkeeper. I know he's getting on a bit, 33 years old. He's going to start decreasing sooner rather than later, but look at that reflexes. 89, diving 82, 83 kicking. Just all around a very good goalkeeper. His positioning and his handling are in the 70s, but who cares about that when you got good reflexes, good kicking, and great diving too. Leadership skill, that's probably why he's the captain, and I'm not going to stop him being the captain. Maybe if you played Morgan, which could be an option. I personally wouldn't play Morgan because he's 36 years old, but if you did want to play him, because you're a fan of him, he would probably be a better captain. So we'll move over to left back. Oh, okay, so you won't really want to buy a keeper to replace him. Maybe after the first season, you might want to start looking for a better keeper. Ward's 27 as well, 74 rating. It's not the best. Have you got any other keepers? You haven't actually got any other keepers apart from them, so on my career mode I'll probably have to start looking for a new one sooner rather than later, probably one that's mid-70s but younger than Ward. So I'll see what I can do there. Justin, obviously a great left back in the career mode. I think he's gone up to 75 rating, has he? He's definitely gone up to a 74, I believe. 22 years old, 73 rating. Some things are in the 70s. Most things are in the 60s, which is a bit disappointing. For instance, some of the defensive stats are still in the 60s, so that's a bit disappointing. But most of the stuff we want from a fullback is in the 70s, so that's what I'm looking for. So I'm happy about that. Moving over to the centre backs, we've got Soyuncu and Evans. Evans is getting older. Soyuncu's still young, so you want to keep him if you're in a career mode like I am. I guess there's an option and there's an argument to play Fofana, who's only 19 years old. He's looking very, very good. And Benkovic, maybe 23 years old, 74 rating. But all in all, I don't think you really want to. I mean, Morgan there as well is another option, but you probably don't want to play anyone apart from. I'm actually just going to go ahead and put Mendy on for Chowdhury here, because he's probably better, let's be honest there. So Evans obviously got some decent stats there. I'm not going to go through him in much detail because he's not the greatest player at Leicester, but obviously he's still in the 80s, which is very, very good. Soyuncu is definitely the one to watch out for. 89 aggression. He's going to come at you left, right and centre. If you're watching my career run, you probably know that already. So we'll move over to right back now, trying to get through this pretty quickly. Obviously, you got there Ricardo Pereira, 83 pace, 82 dribbling, 81 defending. He's just a better, as you can see, all of them are in the greens apart from strength there. But that's not, you don't really need strength with a fullback as much. So he's a better option than Justin, definitely, 85 rating. I know my cousin's might be looking to sign him in his Arsenal career, and I definitely would recommend he does that because... Right, he's 26 years old, still got a few years left to grow, and just look at all them in the greens. All them as well, 80 pluses. Only his attacking stats are not good. Early crosser, which is a pretty decent trait to have, and speed dribbler. I mean, that is for the AI, but all in all, if you're watching this, Jack, definitely would recommend buying Ricardo Pereira on your career, because he's definitely done very well so far. You could play, I'm just going through, you could play if you wanted. He can't actually play that. Amati, 25 years old, 73 rating. But who would? And you're not going to try and sell Pereira. You're not going to sell Pereira. Oh, actually, I have got another goalkeeper, Jakupovic, but he's 35 years old. I really don't want to keep him at the club, really. He ain't got many years left in him anyway. And Didi, 23 years old. I know I watch there's actually a few big team career modes like Manchester United, Manchester City career modes that people are actually signing him because he can get up to like an 87, 89 easily, 87, 88, 89 pretty easily, you know. After a few seasons of hard work, he'll be up there with the best players in the world, I'm sure. Look at his defensive stats: 90 interceptions, 90 jumping, 92 stamina. There's a few things in the 90s, and you just wouldn't expect that. Let's be honest. 87 defensive awareness, 85 slide tackle. Just a very good player there. Obviously, he's not probably. He's one of the best players at Leicester, but if you take him and sign him at a big club, he's probably not going to be on your starting lineup straight away, especially if it's a team like Manchester City or Liverpool, who have the likes of Fabinho and stuff like that. But he's definitely a great player. He can also play centre mid as well, not just CDM. So that's a good player to have in your squad always. So I've got to try and get on with this pretty quickly now. So we'll move over to Maddison and Tielemans. Obviously, two more youngsters that are doing pretty well in my career mode. Less so Tielemans. But Maddison is already up to an 82, and so is Tielemans, actually. Tielemans, 23. I'm actually comparing these more than I should. And Maddison's also 23 as well. They're pretty much neck and neck in most areas. I'd say Maddison is more of the all-round. Tielemans is more of the passer. And he's got a better weak foot and good skill moves as well. There, Maddison's got 4-star, 4-star. Tielemans has got 5-star, 4-star, 5-star. Sorry. As you can see there, composure, attacking, positioning. So maybe you could say Tielemans a little bit more attacking, but then again, maybe not, because you see Maddison's stats and you wonder why is he an 81. He's definitely got the stats to be definitely better than that. You don't want Maddison on the end of a header. I'm telling you that much. Heading accuracy, 35. It's not great at all. Tielemans' other stats as well. Tielemans hasn't got a stat that's in the red. Maddison's got a couple that are in the red, but you're always bound to have a couple of stats in the red, especially if you're working on different areas of the game. As you can see in the top, if you look next to Tielemans' name and rating, you see the 6 different categories. So Tielemans is a very all-round player. He's got good dribbling and passing, probably more than the others. Whereas Maddison's less defensive, and he more leans towards the shooting and the passing and the dribbling. He's probably less physical and less defensive. I really do like the mind maps. They give you an overview of all the different players. So we'll go over to the left wing now. Harvey Barnes, obviously from my career mode. You guys will probably, if you're watching my career mode, you'll have seen him grow and grow. He's up to an 80 rated now. He might even be an 81. I can see the argument for playing Diamari Gray as well, 24 years old. He's got that pace as well. 87 pace, 80 dribbling as well. So he's more of the dribbling guys. 89 acceleration, 86 sprint speed. Definitely worth putting him out there. But then again, you look at Harvey Barnes, who probably is the better player, you probably would say that. Just all round a decent. Diamari Gray's mainly only got one area of his game. If you look here, pace and dribbling, it's very narrow. He's got no good physical, not great shooting, not great passing either. Definitely not good defending. Whereas you look at Barnes, it's a bit more circular. Obviously less defending and less physical, but he's better at shooting, passing and dribbling. And he's younger as well, which gives him a bonus. 4-star weak foot, I'll probably train that up in my career mode to get that to 5-star. I think I'm already doing that because I like to cut inside with him. Although he's already right-footed, so I don't know why I'd do that anyway. But we'll move over to right wing now. Jose Perez. I know I signed Adama Traore, but if you want, Jose Perez is a good shout to keep in your squad. Adama Traore and Jose Perez are the same rating. Traore obviously 3 years younger. That's probably why I signed him. And I also signed him for his pace, because obviously wingers have to have the pace. Whereas Perez doesn't have as much pace. His pace is one of his skills, but his dribbling is definitely better than his pace, as you can see there, and his shooting and passing is decent as well. But I did just fancy shaping things up a bit over on the right wing. You could play Under as well, 23 years old. He's actually younger than Adama Traore and only 1 rating less. But you know, you've got to have the options in your squad. And I don't think Adama Traore's done too bad either. So we'll move over to the main man. The main one, probably why you start up a Leicester City career, to be fair. It is probably why you start up a Leicester City career, to be fair. And this man is Jamie Vardy. You know, he starts off at 87 rating, but they must have changed it to be an 86 now. Look at them stats. His pace and his dribbling is outstanding. And his shooting as well. His pace, his dribbling, and his shooting. Obviously, a striker, that's the main things you want to have. Maybe passing could be a little bit better. But you pass the ball to Vardy, he shoots, Leicester take the win. That's pretty much what happens in my career mode most times, really. Jamie Vardy is doing the business for my team there. Attacking positioning, aggression, composure, acceleration, not balance, reactions, sprint speed, all them in the 80s, high 80s, finishing 92, ball control 81, penalties 84, shot power 87, very, very good stats here. He's a team player as well, dives into tackles for the CPU AI. So that's where we're going to end it for today's episode, guys. I definitely would recommend doing a Leicester City career. I'm finding it very fun, as you can probably imagine. If in terms of signings I'd make, if I was doing this career for a long time, which I probably am going to do, hopefully, on my career mode, I'd probably look to strengthen in the centre-back instead of Evans. And then, obviously, I would buy a right winger too. Then maybe a new backup goalkeeper that's pretty young. And then, obviously, we want a backup striker that's young as well, just to replace Vardy and Slimani when they get too old. But that's where we're going to end it for today's episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button and smashing the like button too. Tell your friends about the channel. It really does help me for future content. It helps me get out good quality content. But until next time, guys, where we'll probably be doing a Leicester City career, part of the Leicester City career mode, maybe later tonight, if not tomorrow. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.